Before we get started on this video, let's read the verse of the day. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs the kingdom of heaven. Amen. I was literally praying yesterday about the people who are at war and who do not have much to eat or where to live, that they have like food and shelter, so this is beautiful to like see spiritually, like the poor in spirit. Yes, this is like a realism drawing of my two characters. Rowan is based off of Theodore. I think he's 49 now, but this is what I imagine Rowan to look like when he is 26, because Rowan is in fact 26 years old. He was born in Cyprus and moved to the US at 24. He is a part-time bartender and a chef at a Mediterranean restaurant. He's somewhat of an extrovert, very spontaneous and curious of new things, desires to protect people and keep them safe, and he struggles with pride and lust. So that is a Rowan for you. Oh, there we go. Confident and extroverted. Confronts Dina about her problems. He has a pet parrot named Ruby, and I was going to call him Ruby, but he has a phoenix in his back, so I think his superhero name would be Phoenix. Before I explain Dina, let me explain like why I said the struggle part. So these two are Christian heroes, convincing civilians to believe in Jesus Christ while defeating demons in their city. So they're kind of like exorcists in a way. If you want to think about it like that, they're like superhero exorcists. Let's move on to Dina. This is what I imagine Dina would look like. She is 22 years old, born in the US, a full-time businesswoman at a beauty corporation, somewhat reserved, introverted somewhat. She wants things to stay the same or constant. She struggles with fear and dependency on God. So what that means is that she wants to control things in her life, and when things do not go her way, she acts very hostile and angry. I think it's something that we all somewhat struggle with, like letting God take over our life, because it's easier said than done when things are not going according to plan, like according to what you planned in your head. So I think we all struggle with this, and obviously we also all struggle with pride in a way, because we think that we have everything under control, that we are better than God at some times, which that's not even the case. It's not true. So I think these are very good topics to talk about, especially in our generation, because I don't know what I'm literally seeing. I don't know what shows I'm seeing these days. And then here's some pictures of more scenes. Okay, so now I'm gonna answer questions to what Copilot gave me, because I literally can't think of any director questions. What inspired the story? I think a lot of things inspired the story. One, there's barely any like Christian media or like Christian, films. Even if they're like little tiny short films, I barely see them, and when I do, they barely get any views that they should get, and I'm just so confused as to why. Another thing is a reflection moment, because Dina is a reflection of me and what my childhood was like. So I wanted to just, I guess, make her character for other people to understand that you're not alone. Other Christians go through the same thing. It's really important for us to relate to each other and not put each other up on a pedestal, especially pastors. Like, we should not put pastors at a pedestal. Like, they're literally human beings just like us. And I think it's weird to put humans up. as if they're God, which is not true. That's not the case at all. So those are the two things that inspired me. What was your vision for the visual style? This is how well, let me not lie and say this is how I draw. I don't draw eyes as like squarish. You see like the little pupils. I don't really do that, but I thought it looked cool, so I just continued doing it. So for the background, the city is called Mellow-Wear, like watermelon, and wear your pants. It's inspired by the state that I passed through called Delaware, and how the city was very quiet for some weird reason. So that's why they're the only ones that are outside, and it's 11 p.m. for this ice cream social scene. So this picture I took, sort of, if I could redo a scene, I would probably redo the walking scene. My favorite behind the scenes memory. Oof, when I actually drew the scene where Rowan shoots the gun at the wolf, that looked so cool, I'm not gonna lie, and that's probably one of my favorite scenes. It's at the beginning of the story. I had to search up how to do the explosion scene, but it was so much fun. Like, I learned new things while animating. It was very fun. I would do it again, for sure. And even better. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this little scene. Scenes. And I'll see you guys. Oh my goodness. I was gonna add this in. Okay. I was gonna add this in and I didn't. But another part of my childhood fun fact, people played with, like, you know how people played with Barbie dolls and Ken dolls? My parents and I had different priorities for money, so they didn't put money into dolls. So I made my dolls out of paper. Quickly, the taekwondo I went to, bro, I literally started a revolution of paper doll and paper pet making. Oh my goodness, look at how many. Look at this. My sister made this one. Look how many of them are there, and there's still more. There's still more. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is what I was doing in my childhood, bro. This is what I was doing. Unrelated, I love Paris. But anyways, yeah. I'm literally the inspiration for Dina. But yeah, I just wanted to show that. I thought that was fun to do. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned. And yeah, I'll see you guys when the actual thing drops. Yay!